There was a one count of rape and one count of false imprisonment. From my understanding, once the victim's mother found out about the rape, she reached out to her boyfriend, which at the time was my client, and he came over, and the young lady did not accuse him, did not implicate him or anything, and even going back to what the detective stated, that at the time, he was never a subject, he was never a target until 6 years later.
Renee Eldridge stated that she had been at Little Kim's Cove back on Victory Drive, now Acres, had a few drinks, got a ride home, and the last person that she was texting was a soldier that she had met a few days prior, or close to a week prior. They had seen each other a few times. She said that was the last person that she talked to, the last person that she communicated with that whole evening, so she assumed that he was the one that was at her house that night. We interviewed her. She was very detailed about the assault, to the point where she stated the male covered her face with a pillow, bound her hands and her feet, and then raped her for what she stated felt like forever. According to her, she never saw their face. Again, she assumed it was a soldier. We interviewed him. He was arrested based off of DNA found in her kit. Later, the DNA showed that he was not a match. At the time, we did not have any other leads on this rape. She had a roommate, a male roommate, and also her mother. And we looked at the male roommate, David Monroe. He was also cleared by DNA. In 2015, it was about 6 months later, July 4th, another incident happened. We will not get into that, but Stacey Gray is a suspect in that case. At the time, his DNA was taken for the 15 case and also for this case in 14, and he came back as a positive match for DNA in her sexual assault kit.
There was a secret relationship between the alleged victim in this case and my client.
As to the relationship between the defendant and the victim's mother, that the jury can listen to that evidence and make what they want to out of it. But with regard to the DNA match, that presents probable cause. And the case will go to Superior Court based on probable cause.
For 6 years, he's been incarcerated, and he had been in the state of Alabama. He was indicted on a murder charge, which was subsequently dismissed. So as a matter of fact, I think this is as good a time as any. The district attorney here has gone on Facebook or some social media and announced something about a murder charge and a death penalty, which I don't understand, because there is still a due process that sees my client as being innocent until proven guilty. So it's beyond me why a sitting district attorney is indicating death penalty without the case even being gone in front of a grand jury, or even been charged for that matter.